So we can't really, there's not really a demonstration I can give you for, securing a trusted network. It all depends if your network's secure or not. What we're doing at the moment though, so what I've got running on here as a demo is we're basically scanning the guest network to see what we can find. It's the only thing I can think of doing. So this is the type of work that we would do on site. And there's a number of things we're doing. So one, at the moment, it's identifying all the devices on the network. Once it's done that, it's going to then try and brute force any vulnerable services with the most common usernames and passwords. I think our system at the moment, it tries about 20 to 30,000 combinations in about 20 minutes, something like that. But we slow it down, otherwise things fall over. While that's doing that, we've also got a product which is looking for vulnerable protocols, because back in there earlier when we were talking about the drug infusion and printers and so on, they operate with FTP and Telnet and all those things. With those, they operate, the reason they're a problem is because they operate in clear text. So they will send a username and a password over the network, internally or over the web as well. And if someone's watching that traffic, they'll be able to see the usernames and passwords. So we'll sit there watching that. Now anybody can do this through Wi-Fi. So if you're using public Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi you don't own, like this guest Wi-Fi today, then you're vulnerable to this type of attack. So it's quite a common thing we see, and it works really, really well. But so nobody here really is here to, well, nobody in there is here to Cyber Essentials, is that right? So we hadn't come across Cyber Essentials. And do I assume we all work with computers? Day in, day out, yeah? And we hold relatively sensitive information, not only to our clients, but to the operation of your company as well, yeah, the data sensitive. So Cyber Essentials it's the only way to start securing your systems, by understanding it. Because I assume everybody's got a computer and everybody's got antivirus installed on the computer. Yeah, right, yeah. So he said no, that's great. Do you use a Mac? You do, and your Mac doesn't need antivirus. Is that what you think? Yeah. Yeah, there is Sophos. It's free for the Mac as well. No excuse, see? Right? But we all use antivirus. But right, so we'll assume that you've got antivirus on there, right? We'll ignore that, right? Who tests their antivirus to make sure it actually works? It's really crazy things like that, isn't it? I mean, so just testing your antivirus, checking that your firewall is secure. Yeah. And most of us these days, there used to be a long time ago, we had firewalls which were this thing that was separate to everything else. But these days, most firewalls are built into your internet connection router, aren't they? For most businesses. So it covers 5 areas, and it's practical tests like that's done, that have you got vulnerable services running on your network that you haven't got a clue about. So these type of things, these tests highlight those problems. And what you'll get from because there's a number of bodies, certification companies throughout the UK that can run these tests for you. And some are better than others, some don't test many. Some of them, like us, we test every single endpoint in your network. And you get a report back which will explain, what devices you've got on your network, and that's normally a shock to most people. They don't realize they got so many. What devices you've got, is there any problems? That's 2, so I've got to wrap up. If there are any problems, why they're a problem and how you fix them. And that's all we do. And that's all Cyber Essentials is. And then that list is then given to your IT company, for your IT company or IT management or wherever it is, to sort out for you. So it's a real great process, and it's low cost as well. For the benefits and the savings you get, it's low cost, it's brilliant. So I take a leaflet or grab me or Harry for a business card later. You can see Harry's enthused there, right, on his phone. I'm sure he's tweeted. Yeah, but any information, please let me know.